Ever wonder why some days you wake up feeling on top of the world, ready to jump out of bed, tackle challenges, and pursue your dreams with unstoppable energy? While on other days, motivation seems to vanish into thin air, leaving you stuck in a rut? What if I told you that it's not always about your mindset, your habits, or even your willpower? What if, beneath the surface, your environment was silently orchestrating your drive, ambition, and even the limits of how far you can go in life? Stay with me through this journey because today we'll uncover the hidden forces around you, how your surroundings can either ignite your passion or quietly extinguish it. Most importantly, you'll discover how to reclaim your power and start shaping an environment that serves your dreams. Your environment is more powerful than you might imagine. The spaces where you live, the people you see every day, and even the physical condition of your home, office, or classroom, these factors are constantly influencing your motivation, whether you notice it or not. Many people underestimate the subtle yet significant ways that their environment shapes their drive. Have you ever wondered why it feels easier to focus in some settings and almost impossible in others? Why do some people seem to thrive while others struggle, even when their abilities and ambitions are similar? The answer is often hidden in plain sight. Today, we'll break down the science, the stories, and the strategies so you can take back control and build a world where your motivation grows naturally. Let's start with a simple example. Your workspace. Imagine walking into a room where papers are stacked haphazardly, cables are tangled, and yesterday's coffee mug is still sitting by your elbow. You try to focus, but your mind feels scattered, distracted by the mess. Now, picture the same desk, freshly cleaned, organized, with sunlight streaming in and everything in its place. Suddenly, your mood shifts. You feel more energized, ready to tackle your to-do list, and your productivity soars. Is this just a coincidence? Not at all. Research from Princeton University shows that clutter competes for your attention, reducing your brain's ability to focus and process information. When your environment is chaotic, your mind becomes chaotic. When your environment is clear, your drive becomes sharper. This effect isn't limited to desks or offices. Think about how you feel in different places. A crowded, noisy room versus a quiet park, or a cramped, dimly lit apartment versus a bright, open living space. Your surroundings send constant signals to your brain, shaping your energy, your mood, and your motivation. The good news is you can harness these signals. By deliberately shaping your environment, you set yourself up for better focus, greater creativity, and more sustained drive. But here's something even more important. People are part of your environment too. Human beings are wired to mirror the attitudes, habits, and energy of those around them. If you're surrounded by people who complain, procrastinate, or lack ambition, it's incredibly easy to absorb those patterns, often without realizing it. Scientific studies have shown the power of social influence in surprising ways. For example, your chances of becoming obese increase by 57% if a close friend is obese. The same principle applies to motivation, ambition, and success. Your circle either lifts you higher or drags you down. Think about thriving environments like Silicon Valley, where an entire culture of innovation and ambition has produced world-changing companies. It's not just the technology or funding. It's the energy, the mindset, and the shared drive that fuel progress. In contrast, many underdeveloped or neglected areas struggle not because of a lack of talent, but because the environment doesn't nurture creativity, drive, or opportunity. Your environment can make the difference between surviving and thriving, between going through the motions and reaching your full potential. But here's the twist. While your environment shapes you, it's also shaped by you. Every day, you make choices that influence your surroundings. The music you play, the conversations you welcome, the way you organize your room, and the people you invite into your life. These decisions are your way of actively building your environment. If you want to rise higher, the first step is to become intentional about shaping the world around you. Ask yourself, what atmosphere am I creating? Am I setting myself up for growth or for stagnation? It's easy to underestimate the impact of small changes, but they add up. Rearranging your workspace, letting in more light, choosing uplifting music, or spending more time with inspiring people can have a profound effect on your motivation. Don't click away yet, because in just a moment, we'll dive into practical steps you can use today to transform your environment and reclaim your drive. Let's make it real by looking at the difference between thriving and struggling environments. People raised in supportive communities often have access to better schools, cleaner neighborhoods, positive mentors, and healthier peer groups. These factors feed ambition and make success feel attainable. On the other hand, people from toxic or neglected environments face constant stress, poor role models, and limited support. This doesn't mean they can't succeed. It just means their environment makes it harder. Statistics show that children raised in high-poverty neighborhoods are significantly less likely to graduate from college, not because they lack intelligence, but because their environment stacks the odds against them. The soil matters. So, how do you turn your environment into fuel rather than friction? Let's break it down step by step. Start by decluttering and designing your space. Create areas that inspire focus and calm. Even something as simple as a clean desk, a plant on your windowsill, or a well-lit corner can make a huge difference in how you feel and perform. Next, audit your circle. Take a hard look at who you spend the most time with. Are they encouraging your growth, challenging you, and inspiring you to reach higher? Or are they draining your energy, pulling you into negativity and holding you back? Start spending more time with people who bring out your best, and less with those who don't. Feed your mind with positive influences. Fill your space with books, music, podcasts, and visuals that reflect where you want to go, not where you've been stuck. The things you expose yourself to every day become the building blocks of your mindset. Choose growth environments whenever possible. Join groups, communities, or even online spaces where ambition and positivity are the culture. Surround yourself with people and places that make you want to stretch, learn, and grow. Remember, you don't need a complete overhaul to see results. Small changes in your environment can trigger massive shifts in your life trajectory. Start where you are, with what you have, and build the world you want to live in. One choice at a time. Zoom out, and you'll see the big picture. Your environment is like soil. A seed planted in rich, fertile ground flourishes. A seed planted in concrete struggles to survive. You are that seed. While you may not always control the soil you start in, you can choose where to plant yourself or how to enrich the ground around you. That's the secret to sustained drive, to long-term ambition, to building a life that matches your dreams. So, the next time you feel unmotivated, don't just blame yourself. Pause. Look around. What's in your environment? Who's in your environment? And most importantly, what are you doing to shape it? Because your future isn't just built by your willpower. It's built by the environment you choose to create. Thank you for staying with me all the way to the end. That tells me you're serious about your growth. Remember this, you have the power to shape your environment, and by doing so, you shape your destiny. Stay intentional, stay inspired, and never forget, your drive is waiting to be unleashed by the world you create around you. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs the reminder. Together, we can build environments where ambition and dreams thrive.